first of all, just going to do a quick warm up. So I hope you're all familiar with downward dog and cobra to begin with. So, adopt the position, so get down, make sure your hips are nice and high, and stretch your hamstrings, and get your shoulders nice and level, get your head down, and then go down into cobra, bring your hips through, point your toes, and look up at the sky. So that's 1 rep. So you're going to go through this 10 times. That's 1. That's 2. And 3. And 4. Just get your hips nice and high. And 5. Six. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, I'm going to come back up. So we're going to do some sumo squats now. So take a nice wide stance, widen the shoulder width. And really sort of get your back up nice and straight, move from your pelvis, and then go down as far as your flexibility will allow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Je suis entraîné pour ça aussi. Écoutez les gars, faut que j'y aille là parce qu'on a un truc de sport. Je vais essayer quand même de faire un peu de sport.
9, 10. Just slowly work into a deeper range of motion. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. Still feeling quite warm from that? You okay? Okay, so the first set, so we're working mainly on strength. So we're not going to work too quickly through these exercises, but they're still going to go around in a circuit fashion. So our first round, we're just going to sort of get used to the movement first of all. And in the second 2 sets, we're going to start working a bit harder. And if you want to add weight, you can. So first exercise is a shrimp squat. It's a 1-legged squat with your free leg floating. And just use the top of your big toe just to give you a little bit of balance. Hands forward. Move from your hips, hips back, and down into a squat. That's 1. You're going to go for 8 reps on this. Okay? 2. If you're feeling strong, you can lift your leg off the ground. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Swap sides. So remember, you've got your standing leg, your big toe for help, hands forward, hips back, nice straight back, and down. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7 and 8. Okay, so next one, we're going to get down and do some press-ups. And to press-ups, you hold at the top and touch the shoulder. You can see this way around. Get a nice press up position, nice plank. Go down, touch your shoulder, and then swap arms. So we're going to do 8. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, next exercise is a form of a plank. It's called a body saw. So you're going to shift your body weight forwards and backwards. So get down onto your elbows and just get into a nice plank and then rock your weight forwards and back. So you're coming forward and then back. And that's 1 rep. So you can walk your toes forward and then walk your toes back. That's 2 reps. So depending on the distance you want to go, is how hard the exercise gets. Okay, ready? 8 reps. So 1, 2, 3. Let's give it a really tight core. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, just shake it off. Everyone comfortable with that? So we're going to go around again, and this time you can add weights if you want, but you don't have to. So we go back to strength squat again. So you can use a small weight.
Okay, I can just look at you.
You ready? So strength squat. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. If you get tired, you can put more help from your back leg as you need to, just to keep it form. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Swap sides. Ready to go? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. So back to press-ups again now. Hope you're still with me. So shoulder touch press-ups. If you're ready, you can go. 1, 2, nice pause at the top. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So go back down to body saw. Into a nice plank. Ready? So walk forward, walk back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Okay, have a little breather. And the last round of strength squats. If you want to wait again, you can. And if you're finding it really difficult, you can always just go and use the ball of your foot to give a bit more resistance. Just try and keep form as best you can. So ready to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, I suppose I need to do 8 there, wasn't I? Okay, swap sides. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, back to press ups. Last one. On your marks, go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Body sore. Last set. Walking forward, walking back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, that's good. Starting to get a bit warm now. So that's the first circuit done. We're going to move on to our second one now. So just going to go through these, bit out of breath there. So we're going to go through these next ones quite easily. And then the second 2 sets will go a bit harder. So the next one is very similar to the first exercise. It's a split squat. So you can either do the normal split squat like this, with your back foot on the ground, taking a lot of weight for the ball of your foot, or you can have it on something raised and go down. Just make sure that your knee doesn't pass your toes. Okay? So we're going to do 8 reps again. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Swap legs. Find a nice stride length. Go down for 1, see how your knee goes, make sure it doesn't go over your toes, get the right length, and down. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Nice. So now we do a single leg deadlift. So on this warm-up set, you're going to get your broomstick. You're going to put it along your spine and hold it into your lower back. And want to keep contact with your back of your head, your upper back, and your tailbone at all times. You go into one leg again, and you're going to try and make a T shape with your body. So you go forward and back up. And just find the range of motion that suits your hamstrings, because that will tell you when you need to go. You might not be able to make a full T shape, but you can get close. Okay, that's good, Mary. Ready? And 1, 2. Remember to keep this hip down if it's creeping up in the air. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A bit of balance there. And 8. Swap sides. And 1. You always find one leg's better than the other. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, and 8. Okay, so the next exercise in this sequence is called donkey toes. You get on all fours, get your knees below your hips, on the ball of your foot, get your big toe curled up, hands underneath your shoulders, and then lift your knees off of the ground, but maintaining a tabletop position, like so. And then we're going to do some donkey kicks, like this. And that's one. And that's the other one. The idea is to keep your body as level as possible, and you're not to shift forwards or backwards. And we're going to do sort of 8 on each side, so 16 reps altogether. And away we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Right. Okay. That's one round. So we go back to doing our split squat. So now we're going to start doing a little bit of higher intensity. So if you want to, you can use a weight. If you're not managing to maintain form so well, then just go with body weight. So get your leg up. You get ready. So hold it wherever's comfortable, out in front, and squat. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Be careful with your knees. 7 and 8. Change legs. Get a nice stance. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. All right, so single leg deadlifts again. This time, if you want to, you can use a weight. So in your working leg, your supporting leg, I want you to try and pick up a weight with the opposite hand to try and challenge your balance a little bit further. So same as before, reach down, make a T shape. Imagine you've got the broomstick on your back. You reach down, pick up the weight, and come up. So you don't need the broomstick for this one. You can just use weight. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To try and keep those hips level and not twisting over to the side. Keep everything nice, everything level, the T shape, and also laterally as well. Same again, go back down for the weight and come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So donkey toes again now. Remember, we're trying to make that tabletop to go down on all fours. Hands below shoulders, knees below hips, toes active. Lift your knees off the ground, a centimetre or 2, and then do a donkey kick. So 1, 2, 3, we're going for 16, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Great. Last set. We go back to split squats again. So set yourself up. Nice straight length. Knees over toes, but not beyond. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Swap legs. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, stiff leg deadlifts again. Or single leg deadlifts, I should say. So get your weight in line with your foot. Reach down and deadlift it up. Nice T shape. And up. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Swap legs. Keep core nice and brace. Remember the broomstick. Trying to keep nice and tall. Grab the weight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, and 8. Last one. We're going to go for donkey toes again. Last set of 16. So shoulders over your hands, knees below your hips, up on your toes, legs at right angles, and donkey kick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Sorry, I keep miscounting that. So 16, should stop there. The extra ones now. Okay, that's that last one done. We've got one more mini circuit left. And the exercise it's got for this one is another squat, which I'm sure you're going to love. So this is a one-arm overhead squat. So I want to reach one arm for the sky, and the other hand reach for the floor. And you're trying to touch just inside the arch of your foot. And you can twist your body slightly and then come back up. Imagine you're holding a big weight up here, because on the second round, if you want to, you can use a weight in this hand. So ready? So we're going to do 8 reps. We're going to do 4 on each side. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Swap over. Reach for the other leg. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this next one is a pike press up. It's going to work your shoulders, but it's quite an advanced move. So if you feel that you're not strong enough to do it, then just use your weights, either dumbbells, and do a press. Or if you just got a single weight, just get whatever you have and press it over your head. But if you're up for it, let's try a pike press together. So stand to the shoulder width apart of your legs. A nice wide grip with your hands. Reach forward. Go into a nice deep A-frame, similar to the downward dog. Get your head between your arms, and then touch your head to the ground very gently. Okay, so 1, that's 1. So you can do whatever you can on this one. We'll aim for 8, but if you feel like you're going to fail, then just stop there. Okay, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, so that's a pike press. The next one is a core exercise, and it's Superman. So and we flip over and go into a hollow hold. You might need a little bit of extra space for this one. So Superman is you're on your front, and you're lifting your legs and your arms off the ground and pushing your hips into the ground. So you turn into like a bowl. So like this. So reach forward and then up, and then hold it for like 2 seconds. And then when you're in this position, you roll over and go into a hollow hold, where you're pushing your lower back into the ground as hard as you can, and you're making a bowl in the other direction. And then you flip over again, and then Superman. Hold it for 2, and flip over, hollow hold. Flatten your back into the ground as much as you can. Okay. That's 4 reps for me so far. Try and use your core to get yourself to roll over. That's 6 for me. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay. So back again to overhead squat. If you're ready. So in this instance, we're going to have a weight above your head. So you've got to be able to keep that stable. So not too heavy. Keep it right above your shoulder and everything else in a nice line. And when you touch down to the ground, have a little twist just to keep it in line with your shoulder. Okay, so nice and wide. Free hand goes down the inside of your leg and touches the arch of your foot if you can. So ready, go down. And that's 1. 2. 3. And 4. And then after this, we'll swap over. Just bring it down to your chest. Swap hands. Press it back up. Free hand to the arch of your foot. So ready? 1. 2. 3. And 4. Very good. Okay. Now go back into the pike press. Now, if you're feeling really strong and the first round is too easy for you, you can raise your legs or just do it the same way as we did before. To get your head in line with your arms and touch your head to the ground. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's enough for me. Good do the 8. Okay. So, onto Superman and pull-out holds. So whichever direction you rolled to last time, roll the opposite. So into Superman position, go into the banana, and then follow hold. Count for 2. Back to Superman. 1. There's a hollow hold. And to Superman. 3. 4, so halfway. 5. 6. 2 more. And that's it. A good set. Oh, it's starting to feel it now. So, last set of overhead squat. So, nice wide stance. Get the kettlebell or whatever your weight is above your head. Free arm down the inside legs. Touch your arch of your foot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's one extra. Swap arms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Last one to the bike press. You can choose any variety you want. Might be feeling quite tired now, so I want to drop back onto the easier version. I know I will. And 8 reps. Nice wide grip. Head down between your shoulders, and then gently touch the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, last one, 8. Okay, last exercise. To Superman to hold. And ready, off we go. That's hold it for 2, 1, 2, flip over. That's 1 rep. 2 seconds. And flip. 1, 2. Flip over. That's 3. That's 4. 5. 3 more. And 1 more after this. Make it a good one. Hold. And hold. Okay. That's it for me. That was okay. It's quite hard. I'll pass you back over to Ryan or Mary.
Okay, so getting comfortable on your knees with your broomstick. Okay, and I just want you to lean into your broomstick and lean out. We're just going to do a different sort of stretch where we lean in and we lean out. It's a little like the child's pose, but you're just breathing in and breathing out. So just rocking through your knees, through your core. And if you can reach to the top of your broomstick and move the broomstick away, so then you can get your head between your shoulders. Just getting that head in between your shoulders, just to stretch and to relax. So breathing out as you go forward and in as you come back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. And this time just leave it in the position as you go forward. Just stay here and just hang. So you can take a few breaths, inhaling and exhaling. Then you're going to come up, and the same as when we do the wide plank, you're going to have the broom in the middle, but you're just going to keep on your knee. You're going to use your broom, pushing your broom away to really stretch forward. So trying to stretch forward. Let's do 8, forwards and back.
Mary, can you move back maybe half a meter? Perfect. Thanks, Mary.
So using the broom to allow you to stretch far forward, getting that shoulder stretch and coming back. Stretch and back. So when you come forward, try and keep height here so that you're getting alignment through here. So in the middle, you should feel your groin, your hip flexors stretch out, especially for all of you who've been cycling. Stretching and relaxing. And this time it doesn't matter if your knee goes in front of your ankle, it's just for a stretch purpose. If you have it, you can lift the back leg up. With my knee, I'm not able to do it, but you can actually hold the back knee up and you can bring that far into your bottom. So you can do it forwards, and that heel can come as near to the bottom as you like. If you don't, just leave it there. And then once you've got your knee in as you want, you then can turn. So you would hold onto your knee and you can turn. So coming forward and turning, opening your chest, using your pole to help you stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. If you want to keep that leg up, then do. Otherwise, we're coming in, we're stretching wide. This time, change arms. So the other arm is going to open away. Same movement, arm coming in, and then you're opening away. You're going the same side as the leg that's up. You're opening away. You inhale, coming forward, and you exhale. Inhale and exhale. So remember which knee you had forward, and I want you to change to do the other side. So same movements, changing the knee. We started just by rocking forwards and back. Remember, as you come through the forward movement, try and get height in your hip flexor. Try and get height through here. Try and get height as you come forward and use that as your stretch. So getting height through that groin. Just allowing it to stretch. And then your last one, just holding it there. Keeping tall, keeping that hip down, keeping tall. Use this as an anchor to push yourself up, but still going forward. And again, the same with your arms. So your arms coming in and it's going out. Coming forward and it's stretching back. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Changing arms. Keeping the same knee up, and then you're opening backwards. Coming forwards and open back. Try and get your own rhythm, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Just allow that body to move through. It's okay. And then just holding it there. And again, if you have it, you can lift that leg up. You're getting a stretch. Only if your knees allow you, that leg can be stretched up. That's up to you where you want to go. And then we're going back to straight where we started. Forwards and this time I want you to bring the pole nearer to you and go backwards. You may want your knees a little bit wider, just so that you're going backwards. Go back. And then come forward. Chin on your chest as you come forward. Opening up, open up, open up, open up, open up, open up. If you want to go all the way back, you can put the broom down and go all the way back. I know some people in my class will go all the way back onto the floor, Emma. You can go all the way back onto the floor. I'm going to keep it up. Okay? But if you want to go all the way flat, then you can. This is in your own time. You're just taking a couple of minutes here. If you want to go back, if you want to hold it back, then do. You come up, the chin is on your chest. Just within your movement, you could just have your hands in the back of your spine and just be going backwards and forwards. Allowing yourself to go backwards, whatever your body has today. And chin comes forward. One more time, wherever you want to go, just holding that position. And on the last one, your chin comes forward, and you're going to come down into the child's pose. Your head is down and you're tucked. Just allow your body to rest. Okay to do this. Just going to do our abduction of our hips. So again, in your kneeling position, but I'm going to use my pole as a support. So I'm in my kneeling position. One leg is going out to the side. So you could test yourself. How tall can you be? That's a lovely stretch. Using your pole, one leg goes out to the side. You just dip. That's okay. Just dip. Remember, when I stretch, it's just where do you want to be? Where can you feel your stiffness? It may be straight, it may be at an angle. Experiment. Go round the world with your pole. This is your stretch. You'll be stiff in a different place to somebody else. For those in my class, you know how to go round the world. So up and around, coming forward, east and west and north and south. Yeah, that's looking good. Whoa. Just play. You might just want to go down and up. So down and up. That's getting your hamstring. That's getting a really nice inside leg stretch. That felt good, so I may just stay here. Just go down there and feel that stretch in the groin. How far can you go? Maybe a long way today, it may not be a long way. Trying to keep your body straight and going down, down. Why not turn and look at your foot? Ooh, that gets a stretch right here. Can you feel that stretch around your side? Looking over, popping your hand on the outside of your ankle, twisting backwards. And coming forward. And you know where we're going? We're going to the other side. Because we have two sides. So the other leg goes out. That's your position. You're in charge of your hips. So where can your hips go? Make them nice and tall. Pull your bottom in. Pull your bottom if you're there. Don't allow your bottom to be out there. Pull your bottom in and tall. Getting a good position first. Wherever you are, use your pole. Nice and tall. Remember the wind blows east and south and west and around. Just wriggle around your body. Okay to wriggle. You may find that there, that's where you want an extra stretch. We'll have an extra stretch. It's your free time, it's your stretch. Oh, going sideways, that's lovely. I like some of those extensions you're showing me. Really good. Oh, and there's that hamstring, the inside of your foot. I like having that pole there, it gives me a little bit of stability. Oh, there you go, Alex's circuit worked that hamstring. Give it a little bit of a stretch, just at a different angle than usual. Then go down. How far down can you go? Doesn't matter if it's not very far, it doesn't matter if you bend your knee. I think some of you may be bending your knee, that's absolutely fine. Doesn't matter. Then we're coming straight. We're going to go wide. Where is the wide today? May not be very wide. It doesn't matter if it's here. Just something to open up your groins. Opening up those groins. You may be very flexible. We haven't got our most flexible person today. There we go. We can all try. Where are you? Going wide. You can either do bent knees or you can do flat back, wherever you want to be, but I want you to feel the stretch in your inner thighs. You may want to just do one side and then the other side in the standing pose. Try and feel it in the middle. Try and feel it through here. And if we go wide, we have to go crossed. So to go crossed, I want us to stand up here. So that was our wide hip, abduction, and adduction means the leg comes across. To get a little bit further, stretch up, and then just go to the side. So really feeling that to the side. It's an adduction of your hip. It's a really good one for your lower back, opening up the sacroiliac. Over it goes. And maybe the other side. So whatever leg you crossed, uncross it and cross the other way. Adduct the other leg. It goes up and it goes over. Over, nice and tall. And then it goes the other way. It's okay. We're going to go down onto all fours. We're just going to loosen our backs. Just making our backs and be sitting today. Just releasing your back, cat-cow, in and out. When you come out, remember your head doesn't get overextended, it just goes in line with the spine. Moving in and out, and in and out. Inhale, inhale. You've done quite a bit of hip mobility. This time, we're just going to go warm our leg up diagonally. So diagonal knee, knee goes to diagonal hand. And then we're just going to allow it to roll over to your wild thing. Okay? Your knee goes to your elbow, comes out straight, then just follow and lift. Where is it? Looking over at your hand. In your own time, just try 3 or 4 of those. The knee comes into the opposite elbow, goes out. Just allow all that fascia, all that tissue just to roll through. Find a position that's a really good stretch. Just stay there. Just try once more. Comes in, goes out, goes round to that wild thing. I've seen some lovely wild things there. Come on, just let it go. Let it go. Down you come. Just wriggle your tail, waggle your tail. It's okay, just get your back nice stable. You're going to do the same the other side. Remember that knee comes to the opposite, the hands are splayed. Remember that L position from your middle finger to your thumb. Nice and stable, the knee comes in and out just to warm it up, in and out. And then it goes round and it goes back. Where is the back today? Oh, 2 or 3 of these in your own time. A little bit of mobility and a little bit of stretch. Round it goes. You may want to go completely round. You may not want to go very far round. It's okay. It's wherever your body is. Just moving it differently. Round it goes. You're going to come forward into the seated position. You're going to give yourself a hug. A nice hug. And for this, you're just going to get hold of your foot and you're going to pull your feet in. In your tuck position, I want you to curl in, curl, curl, curl. I want you to stretch your Achilles by pulling your toe back. Pull your toe back into that curl. Give yourself a little hug. And you're going to roll down onto your mat and give yourself a hug, knees to chest. Knees to chest. Both knees in, both toes up. Then just going to go into your hamstring stretch, so the leg goes straight. Relaxing your head, relaxing your shoulders on the mat. Holding maybe on your knee, maybe on your calf, maybe on your toe. Use that as your hamstring stretch. I want you to breathe in, and as you breathe out, I want you to bring your leg nearer to your chest. Go, inhale. And as you exhale, bring it a little closer, wherever it wants to be. If you want to bend your knee, that's absolutely fine. Just take a few breaths just to allow that hamstring to settle. A little bit more length if you can. Once more, bring the knee out, inhaling, and as you exhale, bring that leg towards your chest. And then just let your breath settle, let your hamstring settle. Wherever you have it today, as long as you want it to be. Change your legs. The other leg comes up. Maybe a little bit tighter. Just bringing it in. So you inhale, and as you exhale, the leg comes a little bit closer. Your shoulders back and down. Taking your time. Inhaling to let it out. As you exhale, bring the leg back in. Let's do standard back stretches where you have one leg straight and one leg crossing over with your arms in a T position. So you're just going to lie on the ground, your knee is going to go over your leg into your T position. Arms are in T and you're crossing that leg over. And just allow yourself to settle. Allow it to settle. Try and pull those shoulders down. And each inhale, on the exhale, just let it settle. Let it settle. I'd like you to challenge your breath. Can you inhale for a count of 3 or 4? And then can you let it go for a count of 3 or 4? In your own time, just count. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. And gently bringing your knees together, changing your leg so the other leg goes long, the other leg crosses over. And again, just let your spine settle. Let your spine settle. A lovely crossover position. Can you do a breath that's a little slower than normal? Maybe to a count of 3, 3 in, 3 out, or 4 in, 4 out, wherever you are. Just let it settle. And I want you to come together into your pencil. So that's feet are just slightly apart. Your hips are just both touching the ground, and your shoulders, just let your arms go. And this is your quiet time. You may hear some birds singing in my garden. I just want you to breathe in and breathe out. If you've got your count of 3 or count of 4, that's brilliant. If it's only 2, just try a little bit longer. You may have a count of 5 or 6, wherever you are. Inhaling. Feel the air gathering in the bottom of your lungs and letting it move around your body. Do it nice and peacefully, inhaling. Just let that oxygen go around your body. So slowly recognizing your feet, giving your feet a twiddle. See if you can move all your toes, your ankles, a few ankle circles, moving your knees, maybe just lifting your knee a little. And your hips, and your shoulders. You may be able to shrug your shoulders, moving your head to the right and to the left. Fingers and elbows. Then I want you to bring your knees to your right side, We normally roll up on our right side. Give yourself a hug on that side. Nice little hug. And then with your right arm, press yourself up and come up to seated. And sitting in whatever way you can with your cross legs. If you do a big cross leg, that's fine, or your legs can just be there. I want you to take a big breath in. We've been doing all our breathing. So just let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Gather that air in and out. See how much we can stretch forward, stretch that lower back forward, gather all that in. I want to be greedy. I want to gather all that air into my lungs. Gather, 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 gather. And let it go, let it go. Blow it out, blow it out, blow it out. And this time I'm going to come up and I'm going to grow and see all those muscles move. Oh, well done you. Fantastic. It's been my pleasure to be with you. So thank you all for joining us. And thank you, Alex. Do you know what? At rehab on my one-legged, I hate you.
Thanks so much, Alex and Mary.
Avoided, so thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. That's a good class.